Let's play Pass and Go Investment Edition. Number 1, high yield savings account. It's a go kung emergency fund mo yan and gusto mo easily accessible. Pass naman kung gusto mo ng skyrocket growth. So, kahit na high yield savings account siya, hindi pa rin naman siya ganun kalaki. So, for me, personal preference, it's a go. Next is time deposit. It's a go for me kung hindi mo kailangan yung pera in the next months or years at kung gusto mo ng guaranteed interest. It's a pass kung gusto mong kunin agad yung pera mo at nag-expect ka ng high returns. So, hindi siya para dun. Personal preference? Pass. Next, we have the government bonds or RT bonds. It's a go kung gusto mo ng low risk and predictable income. And of course, kung long term ka. Pass kung gusto mo ng mabilisan at malaking tubo. Personal preference? It's a go. Sunod ay ang very popular ang ating Pag-ibig MP2. Go yan kung gusto mo ng steady dividends at kaya mong maghulog ng regular basis. Pass naman yan kung gusto mo na meron kang daily access sa pera mo tsaka kung hindi mo kayang mag-hold ng long term kasi alam ko may lock-in period yan. Pag-ibig MP2 remains to be one of the most beginner-friendly investment options dito sa Pilipinas. Personal preference? Pass. Next, we have traditional life insurance. It's a go kung meron kang dependents at kailangan mo ng protection para sa pamilya mo, especially kung breadwinner ka. Pass kung itatake mo siya as an investment at pangpayaman. No, hindi po ganun yun. Insurance is income replacement, not income generator. So, personal preference, of course, it's a go. Next, of course, ang ating health insurance. It's a go kung ayaw mo ma-wipe out ang savings mo with just one huge confinement. Kung breadwinner ka, parent ka, OFW ka, at responsable ka, mahirap mag-pass dito. So, for me, it's a go. Next, we have mutual funds and UITF or yung mga managed funds natin. It's a go kung you want stock market exposure pero wala kang panahon mag-aral at wala kang panahon gawin siya by yourself. It's a go din kung long-term investor ka and you want to diversify. Pass naman dyan kung ang goal mo is short-term tapos ayaw mo ng market volatility o ayaw mo ng malakihang galaw ng market. Personal preference, it's a go. Next natin, crypto, NFT, and Forex. So, it's a go if you really understand what you're getting yourself into and kung yung pera na i-invest mo is really an extra money for you. Pass naman tayo dyan kung ikaw ay beginner, kung emergency fund ang gagamitin mo dyan at wala ka naman talagang sobrang pera, no? And also, pass tayo dyan kapag mabilis kang maapektuhan ng emotions mo. So, if you're an emotional investor, hindi yan para sa'yo. Personal preference, it's pass. We have the stocks or stock market. Ito naman yung direct ownership, no? So, kung yung mutual fund kanina, managed by fund managers, ito, personally, ikaw ang nagmamanage. For me, it's a go kung kaya mo siyang pag-aralan, meron kang oras mag-aral. It's a go kung long-term yung investment horizon mo. And if you're comfortable with the market volatility. It's pass naman kapag short-term and wala kang oras, tamad kang mag-aral ng mga charts and everything. Medyo wala kang pasensya sa ganun. Pero you want to get invested, baka yung stock market is not for you. Personal preference, it's a go. Next natin ay ang REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. It's a go kung gusto mo ng real estate exposure without owning the property itself, no? Hindi naman lahat tayo able bumili ng isang buong property. It's a go if you want to earn from dividends and if you are a medium to long-term investor. Pass to kung short-term investor ka lang. Personal preference, REITs, it's a go. Next, rental property. Go to for me kung hands-on ka at kaya mong mag-manage ng tenants, repairs, and vacancies. Pass kapag hindi ka naman ready sa ganong klaseng commitment. Personal preference, rental property, go. Next, we have your own business. Go to kung meron kang oras, willing kang trabahuhin yung negosyo mo from ground up. At go din to kung kaya mo yung risk. Very high risk po yung pagkakaroon ng isang negosyo, pero highly fulfilling din naman. So, it's a pass kung tamad ka, mabilis kang ma-dishearten, at hindi mo siya kayang tutukan. Personal preference, depende sa negosyo. So, kung yung negosyo na yan, malapit sa puso ko, it's a go. Kung wala yan sa interest ko, pass. Next, we have luxury items like Rolex and designer bags. Go if expert ka sa market and kung ang bibilin mo yung mga rare finds. At syempre, kung maingat ka gumamit. So, pass tayo dyan kung ipanghaharabas mo at araw-araw mo siyang gagamitin, that's not gonna be an investment. So, luxury items, I like it. It's a yes. Pero kung gagawin ko siyang investment, it's pass. So, whether pass or go, here's the truth. There's actually no perfect investment. There's only the right investment for your goal, your timeline, and your risk tolerance. So, before you invest, always ask yourself, para saan ba ang pera na to? Kailan ko ba to gustong gamitin? At kaya ko ba ang risk emotionally and financially? And please, before getting into any investment, build your emergency fund and your protection first. Ikaw, anong investment ang pass or go mo? Comment mo naman sa comment section.